Hello dear students, welcome back to biology class. In this video let us continue with the 8th chapter, that is cell, the unit of life. In this video let us learn in detail about mitochondria. In your previous classes you might have learned something about mitochondria. These are also known as powerhouse of the cell because the energy which is released during the oxidative breakdown of respiratory substrate, that is utilized for the synthesis of ATP molecules, and these ATP molecules are synthesized in the mitochondria. The chemical energy is stored in the form of chemical bonds in the ATP molecules. Hence, the synthesis of ATP molecules takes place in this mitochondria due to breakdown of respiratory substrate. The enormous amount of energy is trapped and utilized, or it is stored in ATP molecules. Hence, the mitochondria are also known as the powerhouse of the cell. The term mitochondria, it is derived from Greek language. Mito means thread and chondrion means organ granules. Okay. So these are thread-like granules present in the eukaryotic cells. Hence these are known as mitochondria. The mitochondria are semi-autonomous cell organelle. Why these are known as semi-autonomous cell organelle? Because in mitochondria a small circular double-stranded DNA is present. Hence the mitochondria is partially dependent on the nucleus for its functions, hence for its activities. Hence the mitochondria are known as semi-autonomous cell organelle, and these mitochondria, they are present in eukaryotic cells except mature RBCs of the mammals. The mature RBCs, that is red blood corpuscles, they do not have the mitochondria, and also the sieve tubes of phloem tissue. The phloem is a food conducting tissue. Here it is made up of different types of elements, of which the sieve tubes which are involved in the conduction of food, in these cells also the mitochondria are absent. And the mitochondria were first observed in the striated muscle which are voluntary muscles of the insects as a granules, and these granule-like structures were first observed by Kolliker in the year 1850. The number of mitochondria varies from cell to cell, and the mitochondria per cell it is dependent on the metabolic activity of the cells. If the higher the metabolic activity, for example, in case of germinating seeds, the rate of respiration is more, the breakdown of respiratory substrate is very high, the rate of breakdown of respiratory substrate is very high in germinating seeds. Hence, the cells of the germinating seeds, the number of mitochondria are more as compared to other cells. Okay. So the number of mitochondria per cell is variable depending on the metabolic activity of the cell. If higher the metabolic activity in the cell, more the number of, or higher the number of mitochondria, for example in case of germinating seeds. Then size of the mitochondria, it varies from 2 to 1 micrometer in diameter, and length varies from 1 to 4.1 micrometer. Then the shape of the mitochondria, it is sausage shaped or cylindrical. What is this sausage shaped? Here you can see the tube-like structure which is bent like this. Okay, so this shape is sausage shaped, or the mitochondria may be cylindrical in shape. Now let us discuss about the structure of mitochondria. Each mitochondria, it is a double membrane bound cell organelle. It consists of, it consists of two membranes. One is outer membrane, this is outer membrane, Okay, and this outer membrane is a continuous limiting membrane of the cell organelle, and there is an inner membrane. So this is the inner membrane of the mitochondria. This inner membrane, it has inward foldings like this. These inward foldings are known as cristae, and this cristae, it increases the surface area of the inner membrane, and there is a space between outer membrane and inner membrane, this space, and this is known as outer compartment, or it is also known as perimitochondrial space. What is perimitochondrial space? There is a space between outer membrane and inner membrane. Here you can see this is the space between outer membrane and inner membrane. Okay, so this space is known as perimitochondrial space or outer compartment. And the inner membrane, it has another compartment, or it is also known as inner chamber. Another name for this is, it is also known as matrix or stroma. This is matrix or stroma. On the inner surface of this cristae, here I have focused one crista. Crista is a singular, cristae is a plural. Okay, so on the membrane of this crista, the number of elementary particles, these elementary particles are also known as oxysomes or ATP synthase. While discussing about the respiration in higher plants, I explained about this ATP synthase. You can just recall its the shape. Okay, so here this is outer membrane of the mitochondria, and this is inner membrane of the mitochondria. It has a inward foldings like this. So on the surface of the inner membrane, these elementary particles or oxysomes, or these are also known as ATP synthase, are present. This ATP synthase, it has F0 and F1 particle, or here you can see this is a base. Okay, so this is a base, and this is a stalk, and this is a head. Okay, so the base and stalk, they are embedded in the inner membrane of the mitochondria, whereas head, it protrudes out of the plasma membrane, protrudes into the matrix of the plasma membrane. Okay, so these are elementary particle or oxysomes. Now, as I said, these are involved in the ATP synthesis. Okay, so this is about the outer membrane, inner membrane, cristae, and the elementary particle. Whereas the stroma or matrix. Okay, so this is stroma, the space inside the enclosed by the inner membrane. So this entire this region is stroma or matrix up to here. The stroma or matrix, it consists of small circular double-stranded DNA molecule. Okay, and the various enzymes which are required for the aerobic respiration, And in addition to this, the ribosomes are present in it, and the ribosomes, they are of 70S type of ribosomes present in the matrix of the mitochondria. The matrix of the mitochondria, what type of ribosomes do you find? They are 70S type of ribosomes are present. Okay, hence because of presence of this double-stranded circular DNA, this cell organelle, that is mitochondria, is known as semi-autonomous cell organelle. Okay, so this is about the structure of mitochondria. Now, what are the functions of this mitochondria? As I said, the mitochondria are the sites of aerobic respiration. You can recall the cellular respiration where the glycolysis takes place in the cytoplasm. where the glucose molecule is completely broken down into 2 molecules of 3 carbon compound, that is pyruvic acid. Now this pyruvic acid or pyruvate molecules have been transported into matrix of the mitochondria here. Okay, so in the matrix of the mitochondria, the pyruvate molecules enters into a Krebs cycle, where the 3 carbon atoms of the carbon of the pyruvic acid, they are removed in the form of carbon dioxide, and where the pyruvate molecules is completely oxidized. Okay, so this is the site of a Krebs cycle, I can say. Then on the inner membrane of this mitochondria, the ETS, electron transport chain, is present. Okay, so here the electron transport system is present, where the oxidative phosphorylation takes place on the inner surface of this on the inner membrane of the mitochondria. Hence they produce the mitochondria produce enormous amount of energy in the form of due to the breakdown of pyruvate molecule, and that energy is utilized for the synthesis of ATP molecules. Hence these are also known as, the mitochondria are also known as powerhouse of the cell. Whereas in addition to this, the third function is, matrix also possesses the single circular double stranded DNA molecule and a few RNA molecules, and ribosomes are of 70S type ribosomes, and these are requirement for the synthesis of various proteins. Okay, hence the enzymes which are required for the aerobic respiration or Krebs cycle, they are present in the matrix of the mitochondria. In addition to this, the mitochondria regulate the calcium ion concentration inside the cell, and these mitochondria, they divide by fission. Okay, so here you need to remember 4 important functions. First one is, mitochondria are the sites of aerobic respiration where the Krebs cycle takes place. Second one is, they produce cellular energy in the form of ATP molecules. Hence the mitochondria, they are also known as the powerhouse of the cell. The matrix possesses the single circular double stranded DNA molecule and few RNA molecules and 70S type of ribosomes and the other components which are required for the synthesis of certain proteins. And fourth function is, the mitochondria regulate the calcium ion concentration inside the cell. So these are the functions of mitochondria. Okay, and how do they divide? How do they multiply? The mitochondria divide by fission. That is, one mitochondria will divide into 2 mitochondria. Hence they divide by fission. Okay, so this is about the structure and functions of mitochondria. Here you need to remember, you need to practice the diagram of mitochondria. Okay, so it can be asked for 2 or 3 mark, and also its function, you need to remember about the structure and functions. In the structure, you have outer membrane, inner membrane, stroma or matrix. Okay, and what are cristae? It can be asked for 1 mark. Thank you. We'll meet in the next video.